This is the Sabbath School lesson for the third quarter 2020.
Lesson 3 for July 11 to 17, ready for teaching on Sabbath July 18, Seeing People Through Jesus' Eyes, read by Dr. Percy Harrold. Friday, July 17. All around us, people are seeking for the things of eternity. As Jesus so aptly put it in Matthew 9:37, the harvest truly is plentiful, but the labourers are few. The problem, therefore, was not with the harvest. With eyes divinely anointed, Jesus saw a plentiful harvest where the disciples saw only opposition. What was Christ's solution to the problem? In the following verse, therefore, pray the Lord of the harvest to send out labourers into his harvest. The solution is to pray that God will send you out into his harvest. Why not pray this prayer? Lord, I am willing to be used for the advancement of your kingdom. Open my eyes so that I can see the providential opportunities you are opening before me each day. Teach me to be sensitive to the people around me. Help me to speak words of hope and encouragement, and share your love and truth with those I come in contact with each day. If you will pray this prayer, God will do some extraordinary things with your life. And that brings us to our 4 discussion questions for this week. 1. If you have worked to bring souls to Jesus, there is one thing you know. It is not always easy, is it? Yes, of course, only God can convert hearts, but in his wisdom he has chosen to use us to be part of that process. To work for even one soul takes time, effort, patience, and a love born from above. What choices can you make that will help you have the death to self that you need in order to be an effective witness for Christ? 2. Who are some of the people you come in contact with who don't know the Lord? What have you done or are doing or should do to witness to them? 3. Think about Saul of Tarsus. Here is someone who appeared to be about as unlikely a convert as one could imagine. And yet we know what happened to him. What should this tell us about the danger of too quickly judging others by outward appearances? 4. Keeping in mind the story of Saul, how should we interpret a text like Matthew 7, verse 6? Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn and tear you to pieces. Inside Story. Our mission story this week is titled Filipino Family Transformed, and it's by Stephen Dragoo. A lonely literature evangelist walked the dusty hot streets of Bataan City in the Philippines. All day he toiled, yet he sold nothing. This was his only source of income, so he was a little discouraged. But he determined to knock on one more door. As he approached, he prayed. Then he knocked. A slight woman with keen eyes greeted the tired man with a smile. He made his heavenly pitch, and she could see the sincerity in his eyes and heart in his voice. It was as if the Holy Spirit himself was pleading with the woman. She was a Christian, but she had squandered years with no deep interest in pursuing Christ. When the family's financial situation became grave, the woman began to hunger to learn more about Jesus. But her pockets were always empty. She had 10 children, and 3 more would be on the way. How could she afford the literature evangelist book, which she knew she just had to read and share? The book was called The Great Controversy and was written by Ellen White. Without hesitation, she bought that book with resources that she did not have. More than 50 years have passed since that day, but the fruit of that singular book is still being felt. The woman, Epiphania Tai, led every single one of her children to Christ. She surely believed, as Ellen White wrote in Testimonies for the Church, Volume 6, page 429, that our work for Christ is to begin with the family, in the home. There is no missionary field more important than this. One of her sons, Florente Tai, became a pastor and now is the president of the Seventh-day Adventist Church's Philippine publishing house in Manila. Others became deacons, elders, deaconesses, and teachers in Adventist churches and academies. Nearly all graduated from Mountain View College, and each one who did helped the next one go to that college. I know this woman as Mum. I married one of her daughters, Dorcas, who has taught at Adventist academies all her life. Mum had a stroke before I met her. She was mute, blind, and bedridden. She tried with all her heart to talk to me at our first meeting, but could not. That does not really matter. She already has spoken to my heart many times because she responded to the Holy Spirit many years earlier. She died in August 2013 at the age of 89. Dozens of people have come to Christ because of a lonely literature evangelist, a powerful book, and a woman receptive to the Holy Spirit. I'll see her on that appointed day. And there's a photo here of Stephen Dragoo, pictured with Dorcas, his wife, and he's a Bible worker and evangelist in Christiansburg in Virginia in the United States.
Hi there. Thanks for watching this video on the Advent-band Ministries YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to be alerted whenever we upload new videos. So, until we meet him in the clouds, may God continue to bless you.
This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind and Hearing Impaired, Christian Record Services for the Blind, the Sabbath School Department, and Hope Channel. You can also listen on the official Sabbath School 4 app and the Apple iTunes app, Sabbath School with Percy Harrold. Remember, God is always faithful.